Hello everyone. This is gonna be a bit different. I'm here. I'm here talking now. Let's just get on straight into it. This is gonna be very, what's the word? Off script, so it is what it is. We went mid here. More like I positioned mid here. Their sniper takes out ours. It is what it is. Snipers usually take that position at round start anyway. There's a Flavia on our very far left hand, but I'm trying to take a spear hold mid. The Flavia shouldn't be able to win that because it's a Mara, but it should be fine. So there's two people here. I try to Q them both, try to get some damage. It is what it is. Go ahead and smoke them off. I realize I'm alone, which is why I smoked myself off. So my entire purpose is to now survive. So yeah, I'm getting shot in the back. I just sit here. I shoot the wall for potentially extra shield. Nothing gets out of it though. Team is able to recognize that I'm alone, so they come back and we're able to do stuff. I recognized the lane too late. I thought I could get away from it. Get down. Thankfully, we're in a position to revive. And this is a 4v3 situation with an Aika Mara and a Ming. So we are pretty golden here if we just don't die on the entry. Mara's going to go ahead and stay on the lurk. It's going to be a 3v3 for a bit. I stay on this block right here. It gives me a left and a right hand peek. So I just listen for footsteps. There they are. It's on the bottom here. So they go ahead and check it out. I'm pretty low, so I don't want to go in immediately. Not yet. I'll just throw my Q to assist. Nobu shows up. I go ahead and 1v1 him. That's the round. Now, the thing about Orcanis, I actually like Orcanis a lot. There's a lot of ways for both attackers and defenders to actually outmaneuver each other. Like the Flavia, you saw the Flavia there. She was heavy pushing onto B. Thankfully, our Mara just kept on intercepting her. But yeah, both attackers and defenders can have multiple lines of attack. Attackers have mid, where they can go to basically virtually any site and any pathing, honestly. Defenders can just skirt around mid as well. They can just keep on fighting from multiple angles. They can keep on moving. This is honestly, in my opinion, a very, very good map to play on. So we're going to go ahead, go to A this time. Mara's going to go ahead and step on the pressure plate. You can actually glide through them, like I do right there. They have an alert, funnily enough. Nobu's going to go over here. I'm going to go to the left side onto a box. Right here, trying to get some free shots off. And guard the left-hand side where... Ooh. Left-hand side where the defenders are going to try to enter from on a flank. I overextend. I mistimed the sniper's timing. Actually, it probably isn't even a mistime. I just didn't even know that the sniper was there. I didn't even see them on the minimap, so I was not aware of them. And we just lose the round off of that. Ice is actually pretty strong on this map, especially if you use it on that main pillar right there. But yeah, we lose this round. It is what it is. You can go ahead and win the next rounds. A thing about my Ming is, I wouldn't say different to other Ming. Actually, no, like most Mings are different to other Mings anyway. Due to the current meta, my Ming actually lends quite a bit to this current meta due to the fact that there is a Ming and a Mara. There's two entries. I'm able to essentially fluidly play as the entry and additionally as the lurker. Me and the Mara can easily transition between both. So sometimes, actually it doesn't really happen that much this match, but I'm more of the person that allows the entirety of the team to get through without dying, as in I protect the back line as they make their way to the front line again. So we go ahead, we're going to look for the sniper here. I dare to get sniped there. That is a ping moment. The Flavia is found. I go ahead and smoke that off so there's no flank. And we just run down the Flavia, throw my Q out just in case, but our Kami dies there. Misapproached the Michelle. Decide to go after due to the fact that everyone's here. I go ahead and take out the Michelle, who he tries to use a flamethrower on me. Nobu is still here. It's still a 3v3, so we gotta be careful. Thankfully, the sniper the sniper goes on the deagle. I go ahead and res. See that there is a Yvette there apparently. So we go ahead and skirt around her as we take her out here. Aika's doing a lot of work in these rounds, these early rounds, really helping us snowball our lead. So that's very good. She already has ult too. Most of us have ult. The thing about attackers too, don't be afraid to use your ults. I actually don't know how often to use my ults. I don't think it was necessary for me to use my ult here for most of the half, so I don't use it that often. But if you find a sliver of an opportunity to use your ult, use it. Most of the attackers nowadays have faster cycle ults than the defenders to offset defender util being a bit more powerful in terms of holding. So we go ahead, we just keep going mid. Mara's gonna go on B again. Looking for the sniper. Don't see him last moment. Make it a habit to just paper in sight lines where the sniper's there. Sniper's down. Sniper has to back off, so I go ahead and res our own sniper. The Mara v Luin matchup isn't the Mara v Flavia matchup isn't working out as the Yvette is there. So we go ahead and have to reset. We find an open site because of the fact that there's 2 on B and the rest are near A but not exactly on A. I go ahead and help defend this choke with the economy. They go ahead and use their Flavo. We back off. Too bad our economy dies here, but our Aika is just going insane right now. I go ahead and try to stall for time for them with the against the Flavia. There's more people. I just stall for even more time. I go down here, but the rest of my team were able to win their ones. Turns into a 2v2. Aika and Yvette right here. Should be easy. Aika Cage basically wins this round. It's only the Flavian left. So Aika's doing very well here by just not doing anything. Just waiting for the Flavia Q to wear off. And at this point, it just becomes a simple 1v1. And that's a 4K for our Aika. Dude. I even remarked there how Aika is just stupid. Aika is one of the best characters in terms of defensive pressure, funnily enough. Not many people would want to push through an Aika cage. So if Aika gets to a point where she can start holding, she just presses Q and it's almost impossible to push through because there's an Aika behind it. Then again, I think she even had ulti. I'm not too sure. I think I heard it last round. She almost has ulti this round too. 2 kills away. Go ahead. Just paper out. I get shot here. It is what it is. Doesn't matter too much. I'm a Ming, so I don't really care. I go ahead and hit him with the Q. Try to chase him down. Notice that there is a Nobu A2 pylon now. My team finds the Flavia again. So we go ahead and go to B. Realize that there's a fight happening at mid, so we go ahead and support. I go ahead and ult here just to make sure I survive while going for this Nobu pylon. Mara actually almost dies for it. Go ahead and keep fighting. Here comes an EMP. We back off for good. 4v4, almost probably a 4v5, I believe. Yep, there's the res. Ice is already here, but that means it's not going to be here for the actual good parts of the fight. There's a pylon, funnily enough, on the cube where the crystalline is. By the way, if you didn't know, there's a crystalline in that block. We go ahead and look for a fight as we have to support our Mara here. Go ahead and take multiple members out. And now it is a 3v2. I go ahead and fight the Flavia as I'm the closest one to her. And off of that, we win the round. Interesting map. I mean, you've already seen how this map is played. If you play challenge mode, you probably understand how this map is played a little bit more. But the fact of the matter is, even if you don't take mid pressure, there's still a lot of ways for attackers to start maneuvering around the map without being punished. They could start B and then fake a B hit, go directly into mid, take mid control again, and then reset, have their options. But defenders, additionally, they can get behind the attackers whenever they want. Makes this map very interesting. I'm very excited to have this in NA ranked. It's a very nice map. Only thing I'm waiting for at this point is a map that has a lot of verticality that isn't 88. I see well, an Invis Yvette. I mistime it, unfortunately, so I don't get the kill here. I didn't realize, like, wait, is she alone or is she not? So I take the risk and try to go in. Michelle just immediately gets down. We find an opening. It's on to A. I go ahead and wait here for a little bit because our team is now separated. And I need to wait for them to cross before actually doing anything. Louine drops the bomb here, just in case. And we start a fight. I go ahead and smoke off this area so no one pushes through. I go ahead and go crazy in there. Disrespect the sniper. And attempt to get some damage in. Notice that the Flavia is alone. That should be a free pick right there. Bear is now in, and the rest of them are now trying to flood through. I go ahead and take out the Yvette. And get taken down by the Nobu, but we have too many numbers. They go ahead and run him down while the Kami reses me here. If you're asking me about what I think about Ming and Mara, they're both, right now, both extremely overtuned for their purpose. Basically speaking, if you want to make them balance to the point where both characters do not need to be used together, you make them as powerful as everyone else. You basically, it's weird to think about because of the fact that it's going to be hard to balance to make sure that they're as strong as everyone else. But the entire idea is to make them weak enough to the point where you could go one, the other, or Ming Mara might not even be needed whatsoever. You could still use them, and they're still very strong. But using them together might not be a good idea because you might want like different types of util, such as like narrative cues, ling walls. Who knows, a combination of the both. You might want a sniper to help you, more scanners, a Galatea even. Okay, there's a silence on the Flavia. She escapes before she can get to her. A2 pylon really stopping this from happening. Armara goes down, disrespects the A2 pylon. Gets punished for it. I go ahead and try to get some shots off. I missed most of my sprays, so I actually lose this this 1v1. Thankfully, Sniper is still holding my angle. I go ahead and smoke this area off so we can escape. I actually have to hold this because of our economy not coming immediately with us. Go ahead and spam back. And it seems that these two don't know I'm here, so I go ahead and run at them. Basically for free. With the Kami with Flamethrower. Turns into a 3v2. Flavia is here, pops to the A2. I can't do much. I have to drop down again. It's a 2v2 situation here. I go for the Michelle first, and then we go for the Flavia next. I go ahead and go to safety while the Flavia is inside. It's really awkward for her to go anywhere right now, so I'm just keeping tabs of where she might be. There's a res on the Kami right now, and we take the 1v1, and we win. It's gonna be a quick video, isn't it? But yeah, my Ming is not specifically a Ming that is the front runner all the time. I can front run, but if the team is separated, I'll be in the middle, so I'll be able to tend to whoever needs the most help. Because since Ming is a powerhouse in terms of firepower, I might as well use her like that. And because everyone is so separated, I might as well be in the middle of the pack so I can, on the fly, choose who to go to. There's the Mara Q going in. I believe that's A2 Mara. I go ahead and deny entry from that side. I'm looking for the A2 pylon. I'm pretty sure it's just there, so I'm just going to leave it be. We're going to go ahead and run down B. The Flavia doesn't have an ulti to speak of, so we just run her down. It's a bit scary right now because they do have a res. And Sniper does find our Mara, which is not good. We go ahead and smoke this off. It's not a perfect smoke, unfortunately. So I go ahead and use my main Q here to attempt to help the revive. But they ice the entire area. Our Sniper also goes in. That's a bit rough. I just eat a nade, so I ult here. Take down the Michelle here. How much we can do within the confines of all this ice. Can't really run. Our Sniper just kind of ran in. It is what it is. 6-2 though. It's very good for us. And here's the Galatea on defense. I've actually swapped to a Deagle so I can make sure that my aim's on point all the time rather than using the pistol shotty. I'm going to force myself to have good aim. Galatea on this map is, I wouldn't say the best for her, but she does have tricks in this map. Quite a bit of tricks. Now, since I am on the CN server, as you might know already, I don't often go A3. It is not often to go A3 just simply because of the way ping works and how it just kind of cucks Galatea. As the TPs are slower, your weapon pullout is slower, a lot of things are slower when playing Galatea on a TP. So I'd rather use the invis to help with that instead and get into a better position. I'm going to be playing on A here to try to get some early damage off, and we'll see what happens. As we see the lineup here, Madeline's on B, Flavia on B, and the other two are holding mid. I go ahead and look on the side. No one's currently there, so I go ahead and try to make a risky play here. It is round 1 after all. I see someone get low. I didn't see exactly who, so I just go in. Our sniper just dies, so I just go ahead and look around. Nothing here. I see the sniper. I take the one. Miss it. Eagle moment. 105. 105 again. Missed the last one, so I don't get 2 here, unfortunately. And, well, simply put, the attempt to hold mid didn't work. Sniper just immediately dies, unfortunately. And, funnily enough, it's kind of okay if attackers take mid, because defenders can just simply swerve around it over and over again. And hopefully if they don't get pushed down, then they can just keep on regrouping, keep on like moving around like flies. And then when a team fight actually happens, that's when it gets spicy. In terms of the map picks, Madalena is actually really strong on this map, especially with the long walkways on A and the chokes on B. Inking those areas are very good. Galatea is just naturally good on most maps. This map, she is extraordinarily strong, but just not. It's just this isn't her best map. That would be 88, funnily enough. Just because of the fact that she can just actually use her kit to her entirety there. Here, she can't use all her range. She can't just beat rotates. It is what it is. Nobu is pretty good at this map too. You guys already saw it. Anyway, I go ahead and choose something different. I actually destroy the barricades here to actually find a line of fire. They find a pick, which is great. I go ahead and ink it too early, because I don't know if they want to go for me. There you go. Right there. The Ming just appears from thin air. Thankfully, my clone was there. I actually misaimed my clone there, but it actually worked out in the end. Because the idea was to TP right into mid and start an immediate crossfire. But since the Ming appeared, might as well use my clone as a bullet blocker, which happened. Unfortunately, our team does go down, so we just look for picks at the end. I find one, swap to my deagle, try to find another, can't find it. Unfortunate. It is what it is, though. 6-4. Mara has her ultimate. That's a bit scary. If she ults anyone of us, the round's kind of over. If they are able to run that person over. But understanding this map, it's actually very easy for defenders to run away. Due to the nature of the chokes. I'm going base damage plus headshot here to help accentuate that I'm trying to get better aim. So far, I've been doing very well here on the CN server. And I've been trying new CN techniques that I'm implementing into my gameplay, in addition to my current macro. Funnily enough, every time I see CN Galatea gameplay, I just haven't been impressed yet. They treat Galatea still like a scan character with a TP, and that's it. It is what it is. See, there's the Mara ult. I believe it hit the Flavia, so she just tries to back off and not die here while holding the choke at the same time. Very bold. But I'm going to hold this area. I hear footsteps very soon here. There it is. They're trying to go into A, but I don't want to hold this area. That's going to be 5 people into my face. There's smoke, so I just go ahead and back off and go into a long-range angle. Check to see if the barricade goes down. Nope. All right, let's get some free shots off. I'm just getting damage off for free. They don't even know I'm here yet, funnily enough. I go ahead and clone in. Look for some damage. Don't find much. I'm going to go ahead and ult here because this is a very sticky situation for me. And I'm going to fly off while getting this Lewin. Push is after me. TP out for free. They don't know where I am. I'm going to go ahead and res our Michelle while they're confused. We're going to go ahead and go towards our Flav. I'm going to check for anyone here. There's the last 2. Funnily enough, the economy got distracted by my clone. I take the 1v1 with the Fusha, who was focused on killing the down Flavia. Under 1 round. As you can already see, I'm doing very well for this game. I am not sure if it's because of the fact that I'm pretty sure it's just because I'm playing the macro correctly, in addition to the CN aim playstyle. For those of you who don't know the CN aim playstyle, versus what I usually see on NA. NA usually has a tendency. It might just be me, actually. It might just be me. I guess I should just be saying it myself. I have a tendency to only hip fire and ADS. Shoulder fire, I just historically have seen shoulder fire is not good, but it probably just depends on aim. Not too sure. I hear footsteps here at A, so I go ahead and immediately ink. I don't hear anything else here, so I'm just like, where are they? Bam, it's triggered, so I go ahead and ping myself just to give that info because they can't hear it. I go ahead and card there just to see if the person's still there. They're not there. I'm going to go ahead and nade the area too because I don't know if they're actually in or not. Our sniper goes down, unfortunately. So I go ahead and support the chokehold right here. Michelle doesn't get scanned, but they're going to go ahead and go into spawn. So I go ahead and just run right in, as I was pretty sure the Lewin was taking this opportunity to try to fight. I kind of get trapped here. I only have 35 HP, so I just try to take the fight on the Ming there. Die. They win this round. We have ults, though, so that's good. Their ults aren't as insane. The only actual insane ult on the attacker's side right now, to be honest, is Mara. I swapped my my passive here to get duration because I have a plan to get right behind them and TP out without being punished. But yeah, this map is really cool. Again, I like it a lot. I'm very excited for this to hit ranked and to see what comes out of it. We're gonna go ahead, look for more info once again. Nothing seen, nothing given. So I just go up. Wow, there's a Fusha there. Oh, she's dead. My bad for not checking what Fusha wicking that she had here. So yeah, she has A2, so I just run away. Draw them away. Look how far I drew them away from the team. Look at that. 2 members very far away. And because of that, our team just gets 2 free picks. Like, wow. Galatea moment right there. That's one of the things that I don't ever see CN Galateas do. They're not using her as a macro type character. They're using her as a fighting type character, which is not something she should be used as. I mean, she can. Well, especially now with her gun being this stupid. But, yeah. So we just take the fight with the Fuji here. Even our Madeline gets 4 kills off of that, so that's great. Final round 2. Our ultimate's here. Oh boy. I keep playing here on A. Funnily enough, this is like the biggest difference that the CN server and the global servers have, is that global servers have much more adaptive defenses than CN has. CN has a focus on making a single strat work, but if that strat's gone, then they don't know what to do. That's like the one advantage that global has over them right now. They're defenses are very much more adaptable. So I go ahead and TP out. I have A3 this time. This is actually the reason why I went A3. Ming is super low. She go ahead and ults. I try to nade her there. I want to back off here, but then I see that I'm in a great position to just completely just destroy this Fuchsia right here. Clone body blocking is not something that happens often, but when it does, it's very good. I go ahead and TP to apparently to the wrong clone, and boom, free pick. Look at that. And with that, this round is kind of over, and this game, as everyone is just dying 24/7. I'm looking for the Ming. I saw her last near mid, so I cloned over there. She immediately appears on the mid-map, takes 2 of us down, but we take it down with a sword. That's GG. Okay, so that's a lot to think about. If you guys like this video, comment, like, subscribe. I don't know. But yeah, hope to see you again next time. I don't think this is like amazing, but yeah. It is what it is. Hopefully you like me just yapping about the game, but yep, GG.